What is going on, guys? K-Fierce here with another character review for Injustice 2. Now, first off, I want to give a big happy Thanksgiving to all those in the United States. And that is, Thanksgiving today, obviously. Today we're going to be looking at one of the characters from the original roster of Injustice 2, Aquaman, or Orin, or Arthur Curry, if you want to get technical. Now, instead of using my standard getup for the first one, we got a treat for you today. Instead, we're going to be using my Justice League battle gear from the movie. Now, I have seen the movie, and I did get all 6 character loadouts for Justice League. So, yeah, you can imagine that's going to be a lot. But aside from that, though, Aquaman is one of many in the roster, and eventually probably is going to be more. Now, what I can gather up is that Aquaman is the firstborn son of Atalanta and a as you can hear, my family's kind of talking about the parade floats in for this Thanksgiving. Yes, I do live in the United States, so, and obviously you can tell from my accent it's pretty plain, so so don't mind them. But aside from that, though, Atlanta is his mother, but his father is a human fisherman named Thomas Curry, which is where he gets the name Arthur from. So obviously, though, that makes him half Atlantean, but that doesn't mean, he's a bad guy because he's a bastard, I mean, sure as hell it doesn't make, sure as hell doesn't make Jon Snow a bad guy, because he's, I mean, definitely he's not a bastard or anything. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm losing myself here. So Aquaman is king of Atlantis, obviously, but he's also hydrokinetic, meaning that he can manipulate water. He has the ability to communicate with fish, obviously, and he's fought a lot of enemies, despite the fact that a lot of people have made tons of jokes about him.
You're in a fight you don't understand.
Injustice transcends cultural barriers.
But one of the many things is that, how much crime happens underwater, and yeah, with all the movies that are coming out with now, with like Baywatch and stuff like that, you gotta be kind of surprised that, there's gonna be some crime that happens in the ocean too. Because eventually, you really can't, because there's bad guys that use, boats to get, things into the country and stuff like that, Which actually does, but anyway, aside from that, Aquaman himself, he's the defender of the seas, king of Atlantis. One of his many enemies is his own half-brother named Orm, and since their introduction, Orm has always wanted to seize power on the throne of Atlantis. But despite everything, though, Aquaman seems to be the only one that's just, fair, and very, very able to defend his people when it comes to Atlantis. Whereas Orm, on the other hand, is more of a pretender, despite being the firstborn son within the wedlock of Atalanta and the Atlantean king. But, like I said, and also, one of the biggest weaknesses, aside from
Atlantis belongs to the green.
This trident says otherwise. Begin.
Now, he can also throw his trident. He can also create water-based armor, which actually can soften the blow for certain things. As you can see, though, this armor, in its pure form, it can do some serious damage. And I'm not denying that either, He can also summon creatures out of nowhere just to attack. And he can also make these massive Sorry, I was just trying to do it, but something was happening here. Now, aside from that, you can also... You got the ability to put the trident... You can also poke him like that, too. He's also superhumanly durable. He can also lift a lot, like this, for example. He's also pretty fast, too, especially in the ocean. And there's one of the creatures right now. And one of the most biggest powers is that he can talk to fish. But honestly, though, he's more like the aquatic version of the Beastmaster, which is Dar from, what is it, the 1980s. I think I mentioned dehydration, but then again, who wouldn't that kill, right?
I no longer answer to Superman. I don't like traitors. Atlantis won't bleed for the surface world. Begin.
But aside from that, he's also one of the founding members of the League. Well, in certain iterations, but other iterations he's not. You know what I'm saying? His queen is Queen Mira, who is actually from from a water dimension. I don't remember the name of it. It starts with an X, I think. But aside from that, it's a does make her. I mean, she was queen in that universe. That also means that she's going to be queen of Atlantis as well, because she is of royal blood. So anyway, my last fight, which is going to be with, well, what do you know, Aquaman, is going to be now. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, enjoy the fight.
Atlantis needs a proper king. She has one already, usurper. Not by my count. Begin. To the depths with you. By Neptune, I won't yield.